Hi, this is Shakira.
And this is Dia,
We're cooking up a great conversation.
starting with a cup of insights,
Add a tablespoon of fun.
a slice of drama,
Drama. A pinch of salt.
para may konting alat, and lots of pepe.
Siyempre, may anghang.
Welcome to Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Hi, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. This is Shakira Sison.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. This is Dia. Hi Kia, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very excited because we decided to start this episode by answering a question from one of our listeners who sent a comment on Spotify. M. Linwo is the name.
Mhm.
And the request is a skincare reveal. So, I don't know why tinatanong yung skincare reveal. Maybe because nga may video yung ano natin, 'di ba, yung recording natin. So, maybe they feel like they
Sa'yo siguro. Because ako, hindi ako nag-skincare before. But since we talked about it, na-reveal din na meron na pala ako ngayong skincare.
Actually, feeling ko mas madami ka actually skincare ritual kaysa sa akin eh.
Baka. Yeah, because ako, before I really didn't think about it. And then just recently lang talaga na parang, you know what? I'm doing everything naman for my health. Why not add the skin to it naman, diba?
Oh, that's nice. So, ngayon madami ka ng products. Do you want to do your reveal first para patunayan ang pagka-butch mo? Or do you want me to go first?
Sige, ako, I think we can, you can just come in and see baka you have the morning regimen because I have the morning and night.
Ay, oh my God! May morning regimen.
Oo.
Sige, alam mo, ikaw na nga mauna kasi parang ang dami nung sayo.
Oh, and then tsaka introduction. Kasi before nga, I like sports, so I'm always outdoors and I love the beach. Kami ni Kia, we love going out. So wala talaga akong pake sa skincare kasi feeling ko, I'm gonna put sunblock, hindi ako iitim. So parang ganun yung thoughts ko dati. But of course, there's a lot of other things you have to consider. And now I got older, yun nga, syempre you can see the dark spots because hindi naman ako nagsisisi because I love naman going out. It's not something din. But yun na. So recently nga, of course, with suggestions from my wife, Karen, then sinabi nga niya na, you know, it's something we have to think about. It's actually interesting because I don't know if you notice also. I had a scab here. I didn't know what it was. Akala ko parang bagong mole or anything. Due to the skincare, as in totally nawala. Anyway,
oh, wow.
Ang galing, as in it's
So that
gone.
means parang it's a sun thing probably.
I think so. I think it was a scab. Tapos parang ayaw na matanggal. So I thought it was an extra mole. Anyway, so my regimen, so we can start. We decided to have there's a morning and night pala. So my product names are ingredients. That's the name. My ingredients. So in the morning, I take vitamin C and put it on the face. And then there's the niacinamide. After I put that, I put a little bit of moisturizer. So I don't know anything. Cetaphil is the current one. Kung ano yung sale. And then this is also a good product. It's called Kind. So it's a Korean product and I put Kind. So in the morning, it's the vitamins, niacinamide, moisturizer, and the sunblock. A little bit. Kahit nasa loob ka, I found out that you have to put sunblock. And then at night, magtapos na yung day, before we go to sleep, I put, of course, before I put all these, I have to wash it with a gentle skincare scrub before you put it. And then we put the hyaluronic at night and retinol. So it's again My Ingredients. I like this actually. Ito yung
The brand is called My Ingredients.
My Ingredients.
Is that
Yes.
Canadian?
I don't think so. I think it's also Asian. I haven't really, syempre, I should really
Okay.
look at it, though,
Pero
but
I think may Korean ka na rin dyan eh, right?
yes. And then this again, the kind.
Oh.
Eventually, hindi ko pa to ginagamit. Yung kind lang na sunblock. Pero eventually, pag naubos na yung my ingredients, I'm gonna try this, my kind. So this is
Mhm.
it's like a replacement for the retinol.
Mhm.
So I think it's the retinol that took off that because na parang na-moisturize din yung skin. And of course, water.
Mhm.
I think that's the most important for skincare, water. And
Mhm.
then I realize also, the ears, kasi nga I'm still coaching. You have to, when you moisturize, make sure don't forget your neck and
Mhm.
don't forget your ears. So it's not only your face. And then
Mhm.
of course, the usual, um, for the other skins, of course, my lotion. And then if I have really the drying of my foot, I put petroleum jelly. I think that's the
Pati
best.
paa.
That really,
It's
pati
true.
pa.
It's true.
Because grabe dito, I never had this in the
No,
Philippines.
because the dryness sa winter
It's so
especially, hindi
different.
ko na re-request na pakita mo yung paa mo.
No. Wala siya. Pag nag-petroleum jelly, ang galing.
Totoo yun. Yung tapos may medyasan mo.
Yes,
Especially
exactly.
after foot scrub.
Yes.
Diba?
So yun. Petroleum jelly in medyas, wow. Bilang nawala siya. Sabi ko, okay. So that's my skin talaga all over. So, yeah, because it's
Wow! Ang dami
Korean.
pala. Ngayon, madami ka na palang skincare. Hindi ko yan alam about you.
Oo. In
Diba?
fairness naman, naglighten yung sunspots. But although I don't naman, it's not, doesn't worry me kung may sunspots ako. But it's something to think about also. Yon. Ikaw, what's your regimen?
Sabi kasi, Miss Kia, ano ba sabi? Miss Tita Kia ba or Miss Kia, please, skincare reveal. So, I have to admit, I never really paid so much attention to my skin. Pareho tayo kasi mahilig tayo magpaitim, right? So, for me before, the concept of SPF is parang magpaputi. Ayoko naman magpaputi.
Yes.
Right? But I
Tayo.
didn't know that that's part of like taking care of your skin because a lot of the blemishes and like age things, it's because of the sun. But my skincare regimen is very simple. I don't know if it's just genetics that, swinerte ako sa skin lottery. I feel like parang feeling ko yata sa family ko, I think it's pretty consistent. But my skincare regimen is like very simple and very affordable, nothing special, no Korean products. A gentle cleanser. So this is what I use. It's just Olay. So parang $3 lang ata to. In the morning and at night. Right? And then during the day, an SPF 30 moisturizer. Ito lang yung napili ko na kasi mataas yung SPF niya and I don't really want to spend a lot. At saka, when we moved here na talagang intense yung sun, the application of this is really very religious kahit na during the day kung lalabas lang to walk the dog or even just to take out the garbage, nag-a-apply talaga parate. And also wearing a really wide brim hat is essential in this part of the world. Talaga hindi may iwasan kasi talagang masusunog ka. And then at night, Olay Regenerist. And so this is a fragrance-free. I don't like any fragrances on me or around me. So definitely everything has to be fragrance-free for me. Also relatively inexpensive. And I just started using this because my wife used this before. Ngayon nasa retinol na siya. But I found I'm allergic to retinol. So I just started using this. But for me, I don't really feel like I have to, maybe later on. And I want to show the most important skincare product that is available to everybody. And Leah also mentioned it's water. It's water. I mentioned before, I'm always very, very hydrated. Water is really my priority. I drink so much water. And I guess it shows in the skin. Someone actually told me before that you must drink a lot of water kasi daw nakikita daw sa skin. We have to remember that the skin is actually the biggest organ in the body, right? You think the liver is big, you think like your lungs are big. Actually, the skin, because it's the entire surface area of your body, yan ang biggest organ. And also, everything you do to your body will show up in your skin. You know, I understand that genetics plays a role,
Yes.
but I know that because I've really tried to keep a healthy lifestyle, not use products na madaming fragrance or chemicals. I don't even wear makeup, aside from like some lipstick or medyo kilay konti, but never really put any foundation or anything like that. Um, I know that if I do something different, sa skin magsho-show up. Kunyari yung puyat, right? And also eating poorly kung madami akong kainin na sweets or like fatty things, sometimes masyadong madaming nuts, nagbe-break out. And also, 10 years ago, I started, more than 10 years actually, siguro mga 15 years ago, when I started exercising a lot, tapos pinapawisan ako, I realized that my hair product would go on my forehead. Tapos nagkaroon talaga ako ng bad acne that I never had before kahit nung teenager ako. So sabi ko, ano kaya yun? So I had to rule things out and I actually removed all hair products. I don't even use any styling products. If I really need to like parang konting tame, I just put, ito magandang secret to I learned from a coworker before. Just konting Vaseline petroleum jelly. Konti lang ha, yung hindi naman yung greasy, and to just like apply it, and then it just, naturally just tames the hair.
Nice.
And I don't use any mga gel mousse or hairspray or anything like that. But it's hard to notice these things if there are a lot of things that you do in your lifestyle that will cause it. For example, mahilig ka sa junk food or mahilig ka sa fatty food, like you eat a lot of preserved things, meat products, a lot of chemicals, and normal na sa'yo yung nagbe-break out. Of course, you don't notice anything different that you can change. For me, every little thing that causes like one pimple or whatever, alam ko na puyat to. Alam ko na I know this is sweets. So that's part of it. And it really, I think it works because I can really tell, not just sa skin, but just my general feeling kung may kinakain akong iba or I'm exposed to something or I'm stressed out, So that's the
Nice.
skincare reveal. And I hope we
Super.
didn't spend so much time on it, but I think even if we did, it's okay because hopefully it helps others.
Yes, ako talaga, genetics talaga ako ever since. So, that's what my mom said lang. Early in the morning, 10 times, wash your face. That's the
10
only thing.
times?
Yes, yung parang
Talagang ganyan ka ba
ganon. Oo, yung
Buti nga
really
ikaw
wet.
ganyan ka pa maghilamos eh. Kasi, so ito, meron akong kwento sa'yo. So when I was a teenager, mga 16, that was a time that my oldest sister Mirza was at the height of her modeling career. So sabi niya, why don't you parang audition mag-VTR ka? I know somebody they're looking for like a model for a facial soap commercial. Tapos sabi ko parang alam mo naman ako, wala akong interest sa mga ganyan eh. So, but she's like, just think of, don't you want to buy a motorcycle? Like, this is a great way to buy a motorcycle. You can make money and whatever, you can buy whatever. So, yun yung minotivate niya ako na pera.
Yes.
So, sabi niya, okay, meet me at this building in Makati. So, nag-show up ako dun sa Makati. Kasi nasa Los Baños na ako. So, nag-bus ako. Nag-meet kami dun sa building na yon. Tapos, pagkakita niya sa akin, sabi niya, ba't itsura mo? Kasi naka-t-shirt lang ako na malaki, tapos naka-ponytail, parang tibo. Pero hindi ko pa alam na tibo ako nun, right? But, parang wapak-heels yung itsura ko. Kasi sabi niya, oh shit, like we have to fix you. So, binigay niya sa akin yung shirt niya, yung blouse, yung medyo fitted niya na parang baby tee, tapos may makeupan ako, tapos sinuklayan yung buhok ko, ganyan. So, okay na, mukha na akong tao. Actually, I recently posted a picture of that, yung naka-makeup. But anyway, so yan na, VTR na. Kasi, yun na nga, sabi nung I don't know what you call that, talent scout or whatever it is. Binigyan ako ng cassette tape pa noon, yung balat, yung case ng cassette tape. Sabi niya, okay, pretend this is a bar of soap and pretend that you're washing your face, right?
Oh,
Eh, di
wow.
ba sa mga commercial, yung mga commercial, mga Ivory, mga ganyan nung time, yung parang ganyan nga, parang ikaw yung gumaganon, right?
Oo.
Gentle na ganun. Eh, syempre, ako parang tanga. Sabi, okay, pretend that you're washing your face. Ako naman, so yun, fail. So yun, fail. So needless to say, I didn't get the job. I didn't start a modeling career, but that's okay because my life might have taken a different direction if I did that. So that's my cuento. And maybe
Yes.
we'll post it on our Instagram, my picture from that day that I recently posted on my personal account, actually. And you might be
Sige.
shocked about my very femme appearance when I still
Nice.
thought and insisted that I was straight. But anyway, we should proceed to our actual topic.
Yes.
Actually, medyo related naman siya, di ba? Kasi yung skincare appearance, this is all part of around this time of the year. We're all self-conscious kasi because around these weeks, December through January, makikipagkita na naman tayo sa mga relatives tsaka sa mga friends. Ang dami na namang reunion, right? It can be stressful because parang feeling mo self-conscious ka, titignan na naman yung skin mo, titignan na naman yung kung nag-gain ka ng weight, yung damit mo, yung you're very like on high alert because sobrang sanay tayo na pinipintasan tayo or pinag-uusapan tayo if something's wrong. So, skincare is
True.
part of that, right?
Yes. And it's a nice kwento naman din. Kasi nga, right now, as we're always talking about naman na tita age, right? So, it's really part of that. So, with that, yes, a very timely topic. Of course, we're gonna attend nga, as you said, family gatherings and the like. So, this episode is about the difficulties faced by queer people during the holidays. Sometimes, of course, it may be stressful for others, meeting all the titas and the titos. And of course, it's a little bit more stressful for the queer community, especially if they're not out. Or if they're out, of course, you know naman, ang dami mong relatives, there'll be one or two who really are not, you know, in favor and are actually vocal about it. So, sometimes, stressful siya talaga just to go there and just, you know, be ready. Kahit minsan nga, you might be overthinking, yung pala, wala. Pero you know, that feeling, that anxiety feeling.
Right? And that's in general, even for straight,
Yes.
cisgender, heterosexual people. All the more, I think, may pressure and anxiety queer people, LGBTQ plus people feel especially anxious during this time of the year because, you know, ang daming gatherings during this time. Sometimes this is the only time of the year or years that you see certain relatives or certain friends. So, minsan you're subjected to mga masasamang ugali, that uncle who gets drunk and makes inappropriate comments na parang pinagpapasensyahan na lang kasi it's family time or parang paminsan-minsan lang magkita, so don't like say anything anymore, and everybody's just trying to put their best foot forward. Kasi nga for many, this is the one time of the year, parang magkasundo na lang tayo lahat. So the tensions lahat lumalabas, right? Especially if you're different looking, or not traditionally attractive, especially if your gender expression is different, right? So parang kapag-uusapan ka, mapipintasan ka sometimes, and for queer people, you hate it when the attention is focused on you.
That's true. And of course, diba, it's already 2024, and unfortunately, there are lots na hindi pa rin talaga accepted. It's so hard eh. I'm thinking about it right now, parang how will you approach it, diba? How will you go about it? And then at this point, people are still not aware. People still use inappropriate languages. So, iba na talaga na sometimes Will you educate them? Will you be quiet? Will you ang dami mo rin talagang mapapaisip when it comes to those kinds of family gatherings.
Kasi parang you'd hope that the world has changed so much, right? Meron ng same-sex marriage, marriage equality. Makikita mo na there's examples of prosperous, successful queer people. So you think that our older relatives, or even not even older, but just the people around us parang will adapt to the times. But sometimes you just feel like wala masyadong effort to learn. And then worst part is sometimes nilalagay pa sa'yo yung the burden of the situation and explaining like who you are, how you love it. Parang everything's concentrated. Parang bakit ba natin to pag-uusapan? Christmas party to, hindi naman to tungkol sa akin, right? So parang I feel like this is the time that we're actually forced to interact. Hindi natin maiwasan yung mga kamag-anak or yung mga reunion. So we are forced to adjust to others. Pasensya na lang parate. I remember that time that you actually mentioned na parang minsan ikaw pa yung magso-sorry or mag-explain dun sa tao when they don't understand, or parang they say, oh, you like, they feel awkward, tas ikaw pa yung parang, oh, sorry, but just because you're yourself. Diba? Tas parang ikaw pa ngayon yung parang feeling alanganin because you feel like you're inconveniencing people because you just want them to treat you right, or actually to just ignore you. Diba? Parang tayo pa yung mahihiya na parang, please, can you not misgender me, or can you not tease me, right? Hindi natin maiwasan. So that's why we decided to talk about this today in time for the holidays.
Yeah. Again, siyempre, not naman all families are that. Like,
No.
again with the lucky me. So, I'm looking forward to the holidays. I'm actually going home back to the Philippines for the holiday. So, I'm really excited. Parang I want to see everybody because I haven't been home for the holidays in a long time. Not for a sobrang long time, but for a time. And it's a time that we get to talk and really catch up. That's why, again, sobra lang akong lucky with that because we're way past who I am. We're way past that. Sobrang accepted naman lahat talaga. So, on my end, although there are still, kahit ako, it's not me. Actually, not with my family, if I go to a different party or occasions or gatherings, I still am anxious na parang, do I go in super butch? Or do I, I have to really think about of what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do, what do I say. When it comes to my family, nothing, but it still happens to me if I go to a different gathering. Kasi nga, especially here, because you meet new people talaga here, you don't expect, you don't know how. And exactly what Gia said, you don't want naman the attention to come from you. Pero at the end, ikaw naman talaga yung magmumukhang different. Kasi like me, like now, see, I'm still wearing my bow tie. I'm so comfortable and I love this. I'm still in Wicked High, black and green. But anyway, so happy about that. So, yun nga, I dress up this way. So, I want to dress up like this all the time, right? But unfortunately, I still adjust. As always, kami yung mag-a-adjust.
Right? And that's kind of annoying. Aside from in this day and age, at our age, na pinag-iisipan pa natin yon, right? For example, I have a coming holiday party. Not that I don't think about it so much on regular days, pero for example, my coming holiday party, and I'm like, I want to wear a skirt, pero parang, ano ba, like, is it too much? Yung may ganun pa eh. Diba? Kasi parang other people's issues, you don't want it to be that way, pero minsan nadadala mo kasi, right, na parang, I want my wife to look so butch next to me? Should I? Like, yun, may mga ganun pa na maybe I might just imagining it, but then I know that my behavior or my attire during that time dictates the comments for the following year. Kasi meron ako maririnig na parang, hey, hindi ikaw yung butch kasi nakaskirt ka nga nung Christmas party eh. Yung may ganun, parang, not that I wanna be butch, pero parang, bakit parang, there's so much weight placed on a queer person's appearance during these gatherings as if whatever they look like is the statement that they want to have, na parang hindi naman natin iniisip yun sa ibang
Yes.
tao eh, right? You know, of course it's a high stress situation kasi for everyone nga, everyone's just worried about that tita who will say, ang taba mo. But usually the next question of ang taba mo, right, is may boyfriend ka na ba? May girlfriend ka na ba? Followed by kailan ka mag-aasawa? Kailan ka mag-aanak? Like imagine mo if you're a queer person, bading or lesbiana or whatever, bisexual, parang there's always an assumption and you're pushing heterosexuality kaagad na parang you're just assuming na ganun and then you're afraid to answer tuloy. Kasi baka kung sabihin mo, hindi po tita, girlfriend po. Right? They might say, but ganyan. Sana magbago ka na and whatever. And it's not a conversation that we want to have or we don't have to feel like we have to prove anything. But when somebody asks you that question, ano isasagot mo? Or parang pinili pa yung Christmas party para sabihin sa'yo na parang, paano ka magkakaanak? Yung parang, gusto mo talaga ipaliwanag ko sa'yo kung paano ako magkakaanak, kung gusto ko magkaanak, right? Di parang, there's so much at stake sometimes for queer people. And so I can't really like blame us for feeling anxious that way. Kasi you don't really know how to answer and why you have to answer, especially kung hindi ka pa out. Or you don't know kung anong magiging reaction ng kausap mo. Baka maging lecture pa, right?
Exactly. So the one time, so this is on another family side. The one, talagang both families man, they don't ask about that. But the one time, it's a long time ago, they ask, oh, do you have a boyfriend? I know it was just a casual question.
Mhm.
At that time, I was really involved in sports naman. Parang ako, huh? Parang out of the blue, by the time super butch na talaga ako, sobra na akong natawa. Sabi ko, ha, tita, softball, yun yung boyfriend ko. Gusto ko sabihin, hindi, actually, yun yung partner ko. Hindi ko na sinabi boy. Gusto ko sabihin, softball, yun yung girlfriend ko. Hindi. Sabi ko, wala yung partner ko, softball. Yun lang ang mahal ko, whatever. Yun ang sinabi ko. So, alam nila na I was just in love with my activities. Pero, yun yung nasagot ko nung time na yun. Na parang, out of the blue. Kasi I was already so used to na we don't talk about those things and then out of the blue, it just came up. So, we were just quiet after that.
Kasi parang hindi ka kasi ready, di ba? Kasi normal, parang sa'yo wala lang yun. But then parang either you're put on the spot or you're put on the defensive and now you have to explain in a way that you don't have to explain kung straight ka. Di ba? Parang, hinuhuli ka ba? Or what?
Yun ang niisip ko.
Di ba parang hinuhuli ka ba? Or whatever, right? And then para kasing we're also put on the spot. Either misgendered ka, kung kunyari trans ka, non-binary ka, parang ini-insist nila, for example, if you have a new name, either insist nila na i-dead name ka, or they'll make a comment about your gender expression. And parang, bakit ganun naman yung suot mo? Sana naman next time, magpa-girl ka naman, or whatever. Parang hindi ko masyado gusto yung, bakit sino nagtanong sa'yo? Parang, ano ba to? Post ba to? Na parang, kailangan ba? Yung parang, why do I have to conform to your standards? Like, when I was much younger, even close relatives, nasasabihan ako na parang, malamang mas gusto kita kung nakaskirt ka. Yung gano'n, na parang, hindi naman, and then parang, anong ba, explain ko ba dito? Or parang, smile ka na lang, di ba? Kasi you don't even know. And there's also the annoying people na talagang will corner you and parang pin you against the wall and say, babae ka ba o lalaki? Bakit ganyan yung suot mo? Right? Or may boyfriend ka ba? Or girlfriend ba? You know? Or, yun na nga, yung nililecturean ka na parang wag kang ganyan. Or parang makakahanap ka din ng lalaki kung makatikim, yung mga ganun, na parang makatikim ka lang ng lalaki, magbabago. Yung mga ganun na parang, why are we using
True.
this occasion to
And
do all of
yes.
these things about me? Right? All inappropriate comments about queerness, sex, all their microaggressions, right? Parang, it's definitely not something that you want to hear at a party. Pero para kasing automatic na parang ikaw yung, parang whipping boy, kasi ikaw yung iba yung itsura mo, di ba? And then baka may magsabi pa na, ikaw naman yung ganyan di sana umayos ka para hindi ka mapag-initan, right? Which is
Yes.
so bad, right?
True. So yan nga. So those are some things that's so hard to really think about. But I think a lot of queer people or those in the community know are already expecting this. And I'm sure nagpa-practice sila kung anong hihirit nila afterwards. Because at this day and age then, I think they would not anymore, really
Tolerate.
adjust. Yes, or just adjust themselves to that. Naghahanda na sila sa mga sagot or yes, ano magiging questions sa kanila. There's a lot of other questions talaga. Pero yun nga yung mahirap. Yung sobra na akong butch doon. Tapos kung may boyfriend pa ako, 'di ba? Yes, the appearance is really hard and that will be, I guess, the number one question that they would always ask. Ikaw, meron ka mga ibang examples?
Other examples is like when there's a party and is your partner invited to the party? And if your partner is invited, are they called a friend? Sometimes when you already introduce them as your partner or your wife, nangyayari pa to sa akin even in this country na I introduce my wife as my wife, pero in the future or later on in the evening, they refer to my wife as your partner or your friend or your her or whatever. Yung parang they don't want to say wife or they won't even say spouse, parang they'll revert back to girlfriend or partner. They won't even say girlfriend, parang partner or your special friend or whatever it is. Na parang, what are you trying to say? Actually, I saw something interesting recently na sabi, na yung nag-post sabi niya, next time that someone insists on calling my partner my friend, I'm gonna start calling their spouse your friend also.
Pwede.
Right? Because it's just fair, but most of us don't really want to get into a fight, right?
Yes, that's true.
But, when we hear stuff like that, and sometimes I guess if you're straight or you're an ally, you don't think that those things not necessarily hurt us, they could hurt us, but also that we hear those things and maybe you say it innocently, but we take it differently. When we already identify, for example, we already tell you our pronouns, or we already give you our name, our new name, or we already introduce our partner or our spouse, our wife, whatever, and you refuse to use what we already gave you, then that is an insult to us. Kasi sinasabi ko na nga sa'yo how to treat me better and to treat me fairly, right? So now you can't say na parang I don't really know how to deal with them because I don't know what to call her, he, she, or whatever. I'm already volunteering to you so that our communication goes smoothly, and then ikaw yung nag-resist or you're insisting on your own. So sometimes, right, they say, just go, come, okay naman kami sa'yo right? Okay naman kami, parang, okay ka naman dito, parang tanggap ka naman, or hindi ka naman aanuhin dito or whatever. But then you start to think, do you really accept me or do you just tolerate me? Do you want me there, but you want me to minimize myself? You want me to not bring a partner? Or to pretend my partner's my friend, and you want to make me small, and you want to not hear about my life, right? So parang, as a queer person, how do you navigate an environment where the most important parts of your life is not welcome, right? Either they're afraid to ask, or they're afraid to entertain our happiness, right? Or our plans for the future. Like normally, in normal conversation, like, oh, congratulations, you got married and whatever, right? You know, where you guys gonna live now? Are you excited and whatever? Sometimes kasi, as queer people, we don't get that benefit, 'di ba? Na parang they stop on their tracks. Parang hindi nila ma-pursue yun kasi ang awkward, or they
Yeah.
don't feel like your life is valid, so they don't want to have that conversation because they're afraid na ma-shock sila or awkward. So parang don't say na you accept me when you just want me to be present, to pretend everything's okay, but not be the person I am, right? So brings in into the conversation the difference between acceptance and tolerance. Like, have you
Yep.
ever thought about the difference between acceptance and tolerance?
Oh yes, a lot because it comes out in discussions, 'di ba?
Mhm.
You'll know naman talaga. It's like, I love you because you're my, it happened before, but
Mhm.
nag-adjust na rin yung dad ko. So, my dad would say, you know what? I accept you naman, but I really think that gay people shouldn't get married.
Mhm.
Mga ganon. So,
Right. You may but
natatawa ko pag ganon. But, ang laki talaga ng bagay. Alam mo, sobrang, it may be bababaw, but really acknowledging that you have a partner. I'll just say the kwento. So, my tita, so I was working with a football group and I was doing strength and conditioning. So, my tita's part of that. So, she asked me to join whatever. So, when I got there, kasama ko yung si Karen, my wife. And then, that time, yun. Oh, this is kasi nga, first time pupunta doon. So, introduce na yung mga moms, mga football parents and dads, ganyan. Oh, this is my niece. She's gonna do the strength and conditioning. And that's her wife, Karen. Alam mo, kulang na lang maiyak ako doon. Alam mo yun? Kasi sobrang baba. It can be, if it's a regular heterosexual couple, di ba? Sabihin, this is my niece, this is their husband, whatever, di ba? Eh, hindi naman kailangan. Di ba? Hindi naman siya kailangan i-introduce actually yung wife ko kasi nga, ako naman yung magtatrabaho doon, di ba? To help in that team. Pero and because it was so natural, it was just,
it's
diba?
just casual conversation.
Yes,
It's normal.
not a big deal. Diba? That's what I
Normal
felt.
hindi.
And then we just started on, hi, ganon. And then,
Diba? It's
course,
not weird. And you
it's
don't have to
not.
make it weird. Diba?
Yes. So, that's why nga, I'm in a lucky environment that would be, diba, my tita. And then, when, yun na nga, we went and visited the Philippines, my lola, when she was still alive, yun na, lola, my wife, oh, hi, blah, blah. As in,
Parang wala, right?
wala. It's like you're introducing a heterosexual partner. Yun lang.
Diba?
So, ang laki talagang bagay. For other people, I'm sure the heterosexual world will say, huh? It's just, diba? It's so different kasi ang laki ng worlds apart talaga. And you feel just iba yung feeling. And because it was just so casual and so natural.
Right.
Wala. Diba? There's nothing. They cannot, ito na, pinakilala na eh. Ano ba bang
Diba?
iisipin nila? Wala na silang
Right.
idududa. Sino yung kasama niya? Diba? Na parang, wala na yun. So, anyway, yes, acceptance and tolerance, ang laki ng bagay na yun. Na, diba, parang another conversation nga with my dad then is, you're already everywhere. People can see you na on TV, blah, blah, blah. Why do you still need to parade?
Yeah.
I need to explain pa ba? So,
Right.
parang mga ganong, you will know naman the difference. But, syempre ako naman, because it's family, I will really educate talaga.
Yeah.
I will take time. Kahit it will go up to an argument, I will take time to educate. But if it's somebody I don't know, I won't na.
minsan, di ba kasi nakakapagod kasi these are conversations that we were already having and explaining when we were in our like late teens and in our 20s. As parang, hello, mag-50 years old na ako. Ganyan pa rin yung tanong mo. Wala ka pa rin parang, for me, parang, you know what, you're not doing your homework, so I don't know if you care enough about me kung nandun ka pa rin sa level na yun kung saan kita iniwan before. Ang dami nang nangyari sa buhay ko, nag-asawa na ako, ganyan-ganyan, nagtrabaho na ako, whatever. Nandun ka pa rin sa bakit magpaparade pa kayo. Yung mga ganun pa rin na parang hindi ka pa nag-evolve. And
Exactly.
I don't know like how to keep you around me and in my life kung parang wala kang ka-effort, right? The thing is like with the whole tolerance and acceptance. Pagka merong but, 'di ba? Yun na alam mo na parang and you don't really accept me. Kunyari yung when they say, you know, okay ka naman dito but you know what? I just want to let you know, I'm not fine with your lifestyle. Yung ganon, right? Or magko-comment pa na parang ayoko ko talaga ng same-sex marriage right? Or I'm fine with the LGBTQ community, pero wag naman silang masyadong nagdadamit babae or wag naman masyadong ganun na parang bastusan na yung parang bakit meron pang but do you accept it or do you not accept it? Because like parang kailangan ipo-point out pa, why not just take the path of least resistance and don't even mention it and just treat me like a normal human being, right? Para kasing minsan parang you have to choose the very tense environment of the holiday gathering to discuss this. I don't know why. Parang nag-instigate ka ba? Parang gusto mo lang i-put down yung tao na alam mo na walang kalaban-laban because also you're used to thinking na hindi yan lalaban. Right? But
yes,
like you mentioned, like you mentioned earlier, sumasagot na yung mga tao kahit yung ang taba mo, ganyan. Meron ng sagot lahat ng mga tao. So don't be surprised kung may sagot na yung queer community, right? You know, so take the opportunity when a queer person already gives you the hints and the tips. They're already self-identifying. They're already telling you how to be treated and how to refer to their partner. Kasi nung araw, di ba, parang there was an awkwardness Ayaw nilang parang i-out ka kasi feeling nila baka hindi ka out. So you might not want everybody to know that the friend that you brought is your partner. Pero yan na nga yung tao na nga nagsasabi sa'yo, this is my wife. It's already spelled out for you. But you can't just accept it. You don't even have to say wife again, but you don't change it to fit your narrative and then use that occasion as like an opportunity to have like a lecture kasi ano ba yun? The good part about times changing and society changing is that dati kasi parang tayo pa yung mahihiya pero ngayon nakakahiya na sila, right?
Actually,
and then you can they're talked about now, you can whisper about them now. Dati kasi tayo yung pinagbubulong-bulungan na parang yung anak ni ganito, alam mo ba natibo yan, ganyan pero ngayon kasi yung pinagbubulungan parang oh my God, si tita, God, ano ba yun? Parang ganun pa rin ba? Hindi ba siya nag-ano na, parang ikaw na yung behind the times. Ikaw na yung nakakahiya ngayon. At ikaw na yung nasasabihan sometimes ng other relatives na, hayaan mo na kasi, bakit ba kailangan mo pang yan? Parang quiet ka na lang, right? So, it's interesting. There's an improvement. Pero it's still hard for us, di ba?
Yeah, sometimes kasi parang nakasanayan na rin So, di ba? It's just sad then. Pero, sometimes you just have to remove that and just be brave, especially right now na nga that you've already shed some part of you and exposed yourself. Ituloy-tuloy mo na yon because sometimes it's already ingrained. So, yun nga lang, diba? Sometimes it's us na rin But, because of course, we don't know. We haven't seen them or your family in a long time, so you still don't know how they will react. So, with that, siguro, just, again, be yourself. If there's a hear it, I think it's okay now to make hear it, and there's always a nice way of hearing that, but not just keeping silent, siguro. Diba?
I think we also had this conversation before na sometimes kasi nagiging alanganin yung kausap mo kasi alanganin ka. If you're
Yes.
not sure about yourself, for example, either hindi ka masyadong out or you don't have the words or the vocabulary to actually, identify yourself properly or to stand up for yourself, the other person can feel that you're kind of weird about it and you're kind of like dodging the ganon. Din siya din parang, oh shit, baka ayaw niyang pag-usapan ko. Yung parang ayaw din yan. And then it just becomes a weird thing.
Exactly.
Right? So I think there is also a responsibility. It's not a responsibility to educate other people, but for your own, you have a responsibility to come to terms with your own sexuality, right?
Yes.
To
Yes.
figure out your own identification even if you're identify as non-binary. Kung gusto mo pang sabihin na tropol ka, whatever it is that you want to do and how you love, right? Just
You're not supposed to wear.
learn about it so that
Yes.
you're not in an awkward situation yourself, because that's very as far it causes a lot of anxiety in you, and the people around you feel that because they don't know how to navigate you, right? And some people, they don't know how to just be kind if you're unsure or you're still in that like stage, right? So I was reading something about how it's also important to understand what part of the journey you're on, right?
Nice.
Because sometimes we've spent our entire lives already dealing with ourselves, right? Like for example, for us, college pa tayo, Lee, right? Pinag-aralan na natin to lahat, pinag-usapan na natin to, and we talk about it all the time, all the time. We have no problem with that. And we've had decades to practice these conversations and to have them over and over. We can have these conversations in our sleep.
Yes.
But, I learned recently that when you're dealing with other people, you can only meet them where they are. You cannot make them come to your level. So if
True.
you've been dealing with this and you've accepted it and parang it's like second nature to you to explain yourself, your sexuality, your wife, your whatever it is, you have to understand that sometimes bago pa lang yung concept sa ibang tao. So they don't have the words. They don't know how to deal with it. So parang sometimes they feel like they're on the defensive, and you expect them to be able to wrap their minds around it right away when it's such a new concept. Of course, they have a responsibility, pero hindi naman instant din yun, right? Like it wasn't instant for you, so it can't be instant
Yes.
for other people. So do you have tips for not just for queer people, but for also allies on how to navigate these tensions in holiday gatherings?
I think kung talagang you know that there's a specific person who really is just nonstop, that's really their
Mhm.
ugali, and you really cannot do anything about it.
Mhm.
You just really have to be ready for it, diba? If you want, you can actually practice and just think of what to say, diba?
Mhm.
But again, you just have to think that's their ugali, diba? You cannot control what they're doing. You can just control your reactions. Ikaw lang makaka-control doon. Will you let that person ruin your whole event? I'm sure you wanna go there because you have cousins you like to see, diba? There's another specific tita you're excited to see again, diba? So just be prepared. And again, you cannot control them. It is your reaction that you can control. If you want to practice, practice. Kung gusto mo i-avoid, avoid, diba? But, diba, I'm sure there's a reason you want to go there too. If pilit ka pumunta doon, well, nakakainis yun. But, it's still a family gathering. You don't know also. Baka there are changes, diba? There are other new things that you will discover. And then also, maybe ikaw na rin mag-instigate ng proper conversation. Diba? Na if you see your cousin na, wow, nasa awkward stage na, teenagers na, yun ang awkward stage, and you know about that, then you can start doing the proper and the correct way of conversing na baka magulat nga sila because maka rin the other people then are also like, oh, this is it. So hopefully ikaw yung beacon, no, you'll be the light, diba?
Right.
To start how to do it properly and then to have fun, diba?
Diba?
Exactly, you cannot control it. Ako naman, other tips. Ako, I'd like to invite that question eh. Sana may maganda mag-question lang. I wouldn't mind if they're, 'di ba, if they say something and I can just go, so I can just go there and ask, do you want to ask something? 'Di ba? Para at least ma-clear
Mhm.
natin yung air, 'di
Mhm.
ba? Ako kasi I invite questions. I like them to ask para mas klaro. I like it when my cousins ask, I have a question kasi hindi ako clear ngayon sa transgender na word. Naku, sobra kong, okay, ask away. Ganon
Mhm.
talaga ako eh. So, anyway, so again, you cannot control others. It's your feelings that
Mhm.
you can
Mhm.
control. And then, start it na ibang way to approach things. And
Mhm.
maybe and then it might clear the air for others.
Mhm.
And it will just make a really good event, 'di ba? A reunion,
Yeah.
something. So,
Right?
yun lang naman talaga maisip ko kasi parang you're there na nga, wala ka ng choice, sisirain mo pa yung araw mo. Talagang you wasted time. So at least, wag ka na rin maging, you go there, 'di ba? And then just sit down and play your whatever game, you read a book. Di parang din rude din yun in a way, 'di
Mhm.
ba? So,
You know.
yes.
Yeah, may mga strategy actually, right? Nung kung
Yes.
ma-confront ka, right? Do you approach it with humor? It's
Yeah.
not just about queerness, kahit yung mga mataba comment na ganyan, 'di
Or
ba?
what,
Magpapatawa
ba't
ka
ka
rin
pa
ba?
single, 'di ba?
Do
If why are
you
you still single,
Oh
'di ba?
yeah, do you establish your boundaries? Kung tinanong sa'yo kung magkano yung sweldo mo, right? Do you like say, actually, I don't talk about that, right? Or, just like not engage, right? You have to be in control of the situation. Parang don't be pushed against the wall na parang kailangan ikaw pa yung nasa position of having to explain because sometimes they really try to catch you off guard. Parang ikaw pa tuloy yung unsure. And then parang, yun, tignan mo, hindi ka makasagot because hindi ka rin sigurado. So siguro magiging straight ka pa. Yung may mga ganon, right? Because you know already if it's an honest question na hindi ka
Yes.
inaasar. If they're just really curious, they'll do it in a kind way, right? Pero alam mo din that there's a line of questioning na alam mo na it's aggressive and it's trying to catch you and to, make you stumble and make you unsure, right? And it's
Yes.
very frustrating to be on that the other end of that kasi parang educating people is not a responsibility. Tapos parang bakit minsan kasi pagka dun pa sa party, dun pa pinipilit na gawing gender sensitivity training yung party. 'Di ba? Year in, year out, parang kailangan mag-training ka pa na parang, oh, ganito ang transgender, ganito yung ganyan. Hindi yung sa surgery, yung ganun, wag mong tatanong yung parang, do we have to do this over and over? It's parang nakakainis, 'di ba? Kasi, why am I doing a gender sensitivity training every single year in this party? Pero bakit wala bang tao na nagbabasa na lang on their own para hindi na sila kailangan i-educate? Kasi parang ginagawa nila na trabaho mo yun and to represent the whole queer community. And it's not really the case. Sometimes you're not interested in doing, you're there to interact with your cousins and to hang out, and not to answer people's dumb questions na nasa internet na lahat yung sagot, or go ask someone else para hindi ka naman parang ako pa yung tinatanong mong ngayon. So parang again, confidence in yourself and security in yourself para hindi ka caught off guard. Kasi minsan parang harassment na yung feeling And
Yes.
then parang weird na yung ano mo, yung vibe mo, nasisira na yung gabi mo, right? And yeah, so not just for actually queer people. There's
Yes.
some people actually na nagtatanong, like straight allies, cishet people. They want to know how to make queer people comfortable in their party, right? So I actually looked this up kasi there are, we have some true
Mm.
allies. And of
Yes.
course, they stumble because they haven't also been dealing with this for decades like us. So parang nagtatanong sila, parang how do I make queer people comfortable, right? So one very simple thing that we mentioned before, introducing yourself or others with their correct pronouns is already a great way to let all the queer people know that you are accepting, that you welcome different kinds of gender identity, gender expression, and the like. That's very simple. And it's also signals to everybody na naiinis sa pronouns that the homophobia, the queer phobia is not welcome in that party. So either you use your pronouns, or I don't know, we're not going to change the way we introduce ourselves. Parang ganun kung ikaw yung host, right? When you're addressing a queer person's partner, you can say partner, or you use whatever they use to identify their partner, or you just call them by name. Right? Kasi minsan kasi merong pang pagka-passive-aggressive sometimes mga tao na because they don't want to acknowledge your partner, kahit sinabi mo na yung name, i-revert pa rin dun sa yung ano mo, or yung friend mo, or yung something, right? Parang they don't want to acknowledge the person in that way when simply remembering and saying the name, or using the term that the other person has used for their partner. It's a very good like signal that you accept this person, you accept the life that they have. And so and if you want to be a really good host, you can take it to another level. And if you see someone acting inappropriately, or harassing or teasing someone for being queer or for whatever their gender expression is, be the one to correct them. Or be the one to pull them aside and say na, I don't like it when you do that. Yung wag ka nang ikaw yung sasali pa na sasabihin mo pa na parang bakit kasi ganyan ka magbihis, yan tuloy na pag-iinitan ka. Like, don't take that side if you really truly believe in the dignity and the comfort of your queer guests, right? And asking your queer guest how they're doing, right? You're really having a conversation. Kasi minsan nga, because you're not sure and you're afraid, ini-ignore mo na lang, ayaw mo nang malaman kung ano yung plano nila, saan ba sila nag-vacation, sino ba yung kasama sa vacation, because you don't want to deal, you just don't express interest. We feel it. We know that you are avoiding the topic, and you're avoiding me telling you that I went on vacation with my wife. It's so easy, right, to just make someone comfortable by just treating them the way you would treat everyone else.
Yes.
Right? And if you want, even I actually came across this podcast of a trans woman pastor na nag-transition siya, but she's still a pastor. And one of the questions she got is like, as a Christian straight person, how do I make queer people feel welcome in my party, or feel welcome in general? And how do I find someone who will teach me how to do this? And the pastor actually told them, do not seek the advice of a Christian therapist or a Christian friend. You have to choose someone who's not religious, because yung pagka tinanong mo yung fellow Christian mo, there's a bias already, and if they think it's wrong, then the way they're gonna tell you, parang, well, you have to treat them like, they are sinners just like the rest of us. Yung parang hindi naman ganun yun, diba? Hindi naman kasalanan yun. So ask the advice of someone who doesn't have bias, because the way we treat people fairly has nothing to do with religion, has nothing to do with God. It's just treating people the way you want to be treated. So hindi kailangan na you do it in a religious way. And it doesn't mean that you have to change your own faith in order to treat someone fairly who does not share your faith.
Exactly.
How about you? Any tips for allies, right?
If you really think about it, there should not be actually a difference of approaching a person, diba? If you have straight friends, that's how you want to approach the queer people that you've invited. You just have to remove the thought that they're queer. You'll approach them the same way as you approach your straight friends. Kasi there's really nothing different naman. It's just their preference of, a partner of who they're attracted to or who they want to be with. Or if, of course, if their gender identity is different, then there's really nothing to change, because they're just human. They're people.
Yeah.
They do things in life the same thing as other kind of people do things.
Right.
And they may be doing a hobby that you like doing. Be perfect.
Yeah.
Or they doing something that you're interested in, then
You can focus on just the different parts of being a human being and the human experience. Why are you focusing on the sexuality and the gender expression on the outfit or whatever, right? And sometimes you wonder parang, offensive kaya to yung itatanong ko dito. Why don't you reverse it and ask the same, like, imagine that you're asking the same question to a straight person. Like sometimes, kunyari, natatempt ka na tanungin yung queer person, ano mong suot mo, panty o brief? Right? Diba? Meron kasing ganun minsan na naririnig ko, na parang may tatanungin yung bading, na parang nakapanty ka ba or whatever. If you think that's funny, try mo itanong yun sa babae. Right?
exactly.
Try mo tanong sa straight woman or sa straight man. Would you ever discuss their underwear? You would never discuss their underwear. So why do you think that it's okay to discuss a queer person's underwear or sex life or whatever? Ang daming pwedeng pag-usapan. And when as a queer person, when you're focusing so much on my gender identity, on my queerness, alam ko na hindi ka interesado because I am so much more. I'm so much more than my queerness. I have so many interests. I did so much this year. I took so many vacations. I saw so many things and experienced so many things. But if you focus on my gayness, I know that you're not interested in the other things. Or baka, ito pinaka-obvious, insecure ka.
Exactly.
Because ikaw wala kang experiences, wala kang ibang talents, wala kang ibang pagmamalaki about what happened to you since the last time I saw you. That's why you have to focus on yung sa tingin mong mali sa akin and what would make me feel off guard, right? Kasi wala kang ibang wala kang ibang contribution sa discussion, right?
Yes. Tsaka, and another tip, I think we've discussed this also. If, for example, for some reason you said a particular pronoun and you were corrected, then just say, okay, thank you for the correction. That's it. You don't again have to make a big deal out of it. Nagpanic ka. Oh no, I'm really actually an ally and I really, I love you. Oh, diba? Parang
may mga ganun pa. And then also, worst part is like, bakit kasi may ganyan pa ngayon? Dati wala namang ganyan Kailangan ko pang pag-aral. Parang imbis na, oh sorry, okay, they correct mo lang and then move on.
Yeah. So doon siguro ang tip talaga na ma-share ko yung sa allies because of course we're all learning naman the things that are changing now And actually it's so exciting, 'di ba? I feel that it's so hard but this finally, 'di ba? You can say a revolution, an evolution or a change.
Things are changing now. Right? Yes, and like one thing actually that I like to do now in family gatherings is be the example because you know that these children, some of them are going to be queer, some of them are going to be trans. These teenagers, they're looking at you because they also like are feeling something already. They already know and they look to you as an example. Kung what is it like to be in a queer relationship? Are you afraid? Are you being treated poorly? Do you allow relatives to treat you poorly? And you know what? Because we've been doing this for decades, we're reaping the benefits of it because now we have the people who were teenagers before or early 20s before. They're getting married now to their same gender, same sex partner. And they say, thank you so much for being around because just by example, we felt braver. And now we're proud enough to actually, tell our family we're going to get married now. And hindi na sila takot because they know that you were treated fairly and they know that you would not tolerate any parang bad treatment from anybody. And they also know that you are going to protect the younger ones. So because of that, the world is changing in some way just because you were present and just because you were confident and you were secure in yourself. You're changing the world. Because they don't have to deal with that stuff that you had to deal with before. And you're changing all the elders because they already know how to treat the younger people and not to treat them poorly. Because you're an example. And you also show the elders that just because you're gay na wala nang mangyayari sa buhay mo. You showed them that you're successful. You just, by being present, you became a good example, right? So
Yes, and to
Yeah.
add to that too, by being present, you are also building or growing good allies,
Mhm.
'di ba? How they will treat their
Mhm.
friends, 'di ba? If they're straight, how they treat their friends, how they meet when they meet new queer people,
Mhm.
how they approach them. So yun din yung okay if you are
Yeah.
there. It's
Because
not about
their
your
kids are also watching them and how their parents relate to you, right? So now the kids, kung straight man sila or hindi sila straight in the future, they already know how to treat queer people na hindi na weird, right? But,
Yes.
right? And also, let's not forget, our world does not have to revolve around straight people and cishet people. All of us, very important in our community to have a chosen family where you can be 100% yourself, where you're not spending so much time explaining, so much time dodging all these confrontations and whatever. You can have like a regular family reunion, and then you can have your chosen family party
Oh,
also,
yes.
where you can be 100% yourself. You don't have to think about ano bang susuot ko, what do you think of me, kung ito yung suot ko, sino yung dala ko, blah 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 blah. Create your chosen family. Everybody has a choice, and we don't have to tolerate bad treatment. We don't have to be stuck in the family that we were born into. You have a choice also, right?
That's true. Yes. So, yun, I like that. If you're forced to go there, you have no choice, you also have your chosen family and just
Mhm.
have fun there. And you can just laugh about what happened in your family reunion and then
Right?
enjoy your party with your friends.
I really like this conversation to prep everybody for the holidays,
Me
right?
too.
Right?
It is coming, but yes, and
And
hopefully you don't dread it and you get prepared for that
mhm.
holiday. It's still Christmas. I mean, it's still a family gathering. You just enjoy the gifts you'll get and sharing the gifts too.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the company of others, and
Yes.
know where you stand. Like, you had the entire year to feel secure about yourself, so don't let one night with people who are ignorant or just don't know enough or don't care to know enough ruin your evening. So
True. You're still good.
I want to take this moment to let everyone know that we're taking a holiday break,
Yeah.
so that it also won't be hectic for us and for all of you to keep tabs on us. So we are going to be back in mid-January for our next episode.
Yes.
Right? But this has been great, and I hope it helps you navigate your upcoming holiday gatherings.
Yep. So just keep positive, enjoy, and reflect the year that has passed. And I hope it was a good year for everybody. Looking forward to seeing you again in 2025.
Yeah, don't miss us too much. We will see you next year, and we have more in store for you.
Of
And everybody have a great celebration. Happy holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry
holidays.
Christmas, or whatever you celebrate, just enjoy and take this time to reflect on the year that just passed, and also the year that's coming.
Yep. Happy New Year to everyone too. We'll see you again next year. Hope you enjoyed Salt and Pepe podcast in 2024. See you in 2025.
See you next
See
time.
you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for letting us spice up your day.
Keep on listening to Salt and Pepe podcast.
Konting alat
Konting anghang.
and Pepe all around.
This has been Leah.
And Shakira.
See you next time.